going to the next rank. So without further ado, the Weeblos with the flag ceremony. But before we get there, I've got a couple quick announcements, and then we'll get into the rank. And then, did you guys see when you walked in, there's some desserts up there at the tables? Yeah? You guys want those desserts? Yeah! All right. I kind of want those desserts too. But to get there, we got to get through this ceremony. So the more quiet we are, the faster we'll get through it, and then we'll get those desserts. All right, guys? Ready?
This year's been a pretty historic year. Our pack was courteous and achieved the A-Pack recognition at our Weeblos resident camp last summer. Our pack was trustworthy, as at one point we were the biggest pack in Frisco with 171 scouts on our roster at our highest. We were the only pack in Frisco that could say we had both a boy and girl in for each rank and grade level at that time. Our pack was helpful. In 2022 alone, we processed 104 new scout applications. Isn't that crazy? 104 new scouts. All right. Our pack went camping. You guys like camping? Our fall family campout had over 200 people, and we got back to cooking our own food post-COVID instead of ordering pizzas. All right. Our pack was thankful and kind. Do you guys remember donating your candy after Halloween? Altogether, we donated 40.2 pounds of candy. And that same pack meeting, we wrote 75 thank you cards for our police, firefighters, soldiers, and community leaders. Our pack was obedient with our duty to country, participating in the City of Frisco Parade, Veterans Day assemblies, and leading the pledge at our local Frisco City Council meeting. Our pack was friendly, and we also, in December, collected over 50 pairs of socks for the less fortunate while visiting with our policemen. Our pack was cheerful, and we celebrated all our AOL scouts. Do you remember the January meeting? They crossed on that bridge, and then we all had that bear carnival. That was pretty fun. There's a long list, guys. Our loyal pack leaders were recognized as some of the best in the district, as we had 2 representatives from our pack have Den Leader of the Year across all of Frisco here, and 1 Family of the Year, and 4 District Spark Plug Awards. Our pack was fun and creative as we built and checked in and raced over 67 heats in our Pino Derby. Our pack was reverent, with many members participating in Scout Sunday and most of our scouts earning their duty to God pens. Our pack was thrifty, and special shout out to Mr. Kyle Martin over there. We began a new fundraising partnership with the Texas Legends, and we're part of the very first Texas Legends Scout Game Night. Our pack was clean in our body and mind, with our flashlight cleanup service projects around the church, collecting those 5 big bags of trash. And our pack was physically fit, participating in our first ever bike rodeo. That was pretty awesome. And finally, our pack was brave. Every single den in this pack has gotten up here and done a flag ceremony, and all been put out of their comfort zone, and is learning new things this year. And finally, our pack has been recognized. So many accomplishments, guys. Before we ran the award report for tonight, this pack had been given 857 achievements across all of our scouts. And that's before tonight. We had a ton we're giving out tonight as well. So that's just a little trip down memory lane of what we've done.
Lions, can you make your way to the front where everyone can see you? And parents, please join them as well. Tonight we have 2 groups of Lion Scouts. As we call your names with the Lion Scouts from Boy Den 3 and Girl Den 6, along with your parents, please come forward on stage and stand facing the audience with your parents behind you. Jackson Goodwin, Tori Headley, Alicia Nguyen, Swavra Ratnakar, Quinn Shea, Leighton Sheets, Ishan Sonny, Jay Suter, and Joey Sweeney. All right, can we see everyone? All right, as our youngest scouts in the pack, you and your family have shared a lot of new experiences and first-time opportunities, like your very first den meeting, perhaps your first camp out, your first time building a Pinewood Derby car, and even your first bike rodeo. You are learning what it means to be a scout. You have learned what it means to be a good citizen with your donations of your own candy from Halloween, picking up trash that isn't yours, and helping clothe and feed the less fortunate. But there are many more lessons to learn. It is my pleasure to award your Lion Badge to your parents who have been your Akela in completing the required adventures. So, Sarah, if you could help pass out these Lion Badges. Parents, when you get your Lion Badge for your Scout, you're going to award this badge to your Lion and congratulate him or her on a job well done. Use the metal pin to place the badge on their t-shirt. We place it upside down, and Scouts, when you've performed your first good turn, you may attach the badge to your uniform right side up and then present that pin to your parent. As it is theirs to keep as a symbol of your accomplishment. And I think, let's see, where's Heather? Heather, can you show, I know you have a lot of kids, so there's a lot of pins on this, but this is a proud parent sash that she's made with all the different pins of her kids' ranks over the years. So keep these pins, parents. All ranks advancing get a parent pin. The sign of the lion, which will help carry you on your journey along the scouting trail. You need lots of support from your family as you try to attain Cub Scouting's highest honor, the Arrow of Light. So receive now the mark of the lion, a yellow mark symbolizing the sun, power, new beginnings, and wonder. And what we're doing here is Heather's going through and marking each scout in the den with this yellow mark on their face to symbolize this accomplishment. And finally, parents, you should now be holding the new orange tiger neckerchief for your scout. Remember, you are the Akela, or leader of these new tigers. This neckerchief is the symbol of your son or daughter's first step upward on the trail of scouting. Scouts, by wearing the scarf of the tiger cub, you signify your willingness to live by the Cub Scout motto. Does anyone remember what that is? Pack Cub Scout motto? Do your best. Right, do your best. I charge you with working hard to earn your achievements and follow your Akela. Parents, if you haven't already, you may now present the tiger neckerchiefs. Tiger Scouts! Great job, guys. You may now be seated. Advancing to Wolf Scouts. As we call your name, will the Tiger Scouts from Boy Den 1 and Girl Den 5, along with your parents, please come forward on stage, facing the audience with your parents behind.
To award your Tiger Badge to your parents, who have been your Akela in completing the required adventures. Thank you, Ty. Your Den leader Ty Sheets is coming around to pass your Tiger Badge out to your parents.
Sign of the tiger, which helps you carry you on your journey along scouting's trail. You, too, will need lots of support from your family as you try to attain Cub Scouts' highest honor, the Arrow of Light. Receive now the mark of the tiger, an orange mark. Do you know what it symbolizes? Curiosity and courage. So each scout will now get the orange mark on their face.
Do your best. That's right. I charge you with working hard to earn your advancements and follow your Akela. Parents, if you haven't already, please present the wolf neckerchief.
Audience, please join me in congratulating our newest Wolf Scouts. Wolves, you may wolves, you're wolves now. Go be seated. From Boy Den 4 and Girl Den 8 with your parents, please come forward and stand facing the audience with your parents behind you. Andrew learned about Akela and the story of Mowgli and his survival in the jungle. This year, our wolf boys were like Mowgli and went above and beyond, getting an extra camping opportunity out in the wild and strengthening their wolf pack. It's my pleasure to award your wolf badge to your parents, who have been your Akela in completing these requirements. Receive now the mark of the wolf. What color do you guys think it is? Red. A red mark symbolizing strength and valor.
And the spirit of the law of the pack. Akela, if you haven't already, please present your scouts their new bear neckerchief.
You with fulfilling the Cub Scout motto of do your best. Man, these Weeblos are on it over here. Follow your Akela and continue upward on the path of scouting. Join me in congratulating our newest Bear Scouts.
All right, Bear, you may now be
From
seated.
Bear Boy Den 9 and Girl Den 7, along with your parents, please come forward and stand facing the audience with your parents behind you. Catherine Velasquez, Tapasia Vizwana, Sadhana Vivakram, Tyler Walton, and Benjamin Wyman.
Bro, get out of it.
I rehearsed that too, I messed it up. All right. When a scout reaches 3rd grade, he or she begins walking the bear trail. The bear has symbolized intelligence and strength for many cultures. In the Cub Scout program, the symbol of the bear is the character of Baloo. Much different from Disney's cartoon figure, the actual Baloo was the teacher to Mowgli, an animal of wisdom and compassion. The traits attributed to the bear are intelligence, steadfastness, and strength. All of these traits are needed to become a Weeblos. On that trail, he or she finds and conquers challenging adventures in the categories of bear claws, bear necessities, fellowship and duty to God, grin and bear it, and pause for action. Scouts, as you worked towards your bear badge, you found that the challenges became more difficult with each step. We all experience choices in our lives and must decide on the best path to follow. To achieve the bear rank, you made choices and selected which requirements to complete. It is my pleasure to award your bear badge to your parents who have been your Akela in completing these requirements. Parents, once you receive the bear badge, please award this badge to your scout and congratulate him or her on a job well done. Use the metal pin to place the badge on the left shirt pocket flap. Place it upside down, and scouts, when you've performed your first good turn, you may attach the badge to your uniform right side up, and then present the pin to your parents, as it is theirs to keep as a symbol of your accomplishment. You now be holding the new multicolored neckerchief for your scout, or about to be holding it. You and your family have worked together to develop the skills of the wolf and the bear. Together you have strengthened both your family and the scouting family. You will now start on the trail of the Weeblos, with your goal being Arrow of Light. The plaid neckerchief you wear is multicolored. It combines the blue and gold you wore as a Cub Scout with the red and green of the older Scouts BSA program. You are now part of the leaders of this pack, and you'll transition to this tan shirt. And you will no longer earn belt loops, but achievement pins, and wear them on your sleeve as your new colors. Akela, please present these scouts their new neckerchief color. Congratulating our newest Weeblo Scouts! All right, Weeblos, when you're ready, you may now be seated. Scouts from Boy Den 33 and Girl Den 66. There's these patrols and their parents. Please come forward and stand facing the audience with your parents behind you. Program and turn it to the back. You can, or in the middle, you can see how many Weeblos we have in this pack. In 4th and 5th grade, the scout is brought into the tribe of the Weeblos. As we have seen tonight, the path of the wolf teaches loyalty and faithfulness, and the path of the bear teaches intelligence and strength. With these traits, the scout develops leadership and maturity. We have first-year Weeblo candidates here who are ready to embark on a new journey. The journey requires patience and perseverance as they seek to earn the Arrow of Light. These scouts and their Weeblo patrols, which this year they'll give a new name to their group, they've already started preparing themselves for the older scout program. They have worked on different adventures in a variety of skill groups: physical, mental, outdoor, community, and technical groups. After earning these adventures, the scout is awarded their Weeblo badge. Scouts, it is my pleasure to award your Weeblo badge to your parents who have been your Akela in completing these requirements. Parents, please award this badge to your scout and congratulate them on a job well done. Weeblo badge that have moved along the Cub Scout trail. Receive now the mark of the Weeblos. Hey, anyone got an idea what color this might be? Green, someone knows their stuff. A green mark symbolizing vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Finally, parents, you're not holding a neckerchief or anything yet, but you'll soon be holding an arrow behind your scalp. Scouts, a group of arrows represents you, your family, your adult scouting leaders, and this pack. Without any of these people, scouting would not be strong. Taking this group of arrows, together as a group, we are strong. When your arrow remains in the group, the strength of the group is added to it. Without any of the other members, scouting will break as easily as I break this arrow. Pack 946. These scouts before you are our most senior scouts of our pack. They are growing into a leadership role, and as a leader may be faced with situations where they will not always be able to ask their parents what to do, they'll need to make good decisions. This arrow ceremony also symbolizes how these scouts will grow to become those leaders with their remaining year in our pack. Scouts, don't worry, but parents, you're going to take this arrow and break it over your scout's shoulder. Parents, please break your scout's arrow over their shoulder. This signifies that you and the Weeblo leaders will continue to point these scouts to their goal their final year. Previously, you both pointed them in the right direction and guided their path. Soon, these scouts will need to learn how to guide their own path to their target. New Weeblos, you have received the flight feathers. This signifies your travels during the next year and how you are beginning to learn how to guide your own path. If all goes well, your journey will end with most of you reaching the arrow of light. At the end of that journey, you will have enabled this arrow to fly straight and true again. Scouts, I got a question for you. Are you ready to start this journey and to complete your final year of Cub Scouts? I heard a sure, some yeses. All right. Audience, please join me in congratulating our newest Weeblo Scouts. Our newest Weeblo 2 Scouts that are going to earn Arrow of Light. These guys make their way, oh, they're already at the front. So I know we've already acknowledged them in a recent pack meeting and we've thanked them with their name tag gifts, but I wanted to bring them back up to the front tonight for another acknowledgement. I didn't feel right with them leaving empty-handed tonight. Our pack cannot continue without people who step up and answer the call to volunteer and guide our youth. What you see before you are those folks who answered the call for our 2022-2023 year and have gained valuable experience in the scouting program. So this past week in our leader group chat, I told them I was collecting information for our district, which technically isn't a lie because I'm going to provide this to district. But I asked each of them how many years they've been registered in the scouting program, including those years that any of them participated as a youth. And what I found out, adding up all the years of adult service, our pack leaders before you have a combined 106 years of scouting experience. 106 years. That's more than a century. We're not that old, are we guys? No, but we have that experience. This crew right here before you is what makes this program great. So at the Scout Shop, there's actually a program called Service Stars. And for every year of completed service in the scouting program, you can receive and wear a star with that number of years of service. And honestly, guys, at first, I didn't like this program because it seemed pretty braggadocious. Looking back, I feel I was a little short-sighted though, because the purpose isn't to brag about how many years you have on your uniform. It's more to share, hey, look, I have this experience. I can answer your question. All these adults have been part of the scouting program, and they can help answer any parent question that you have right now with their DENs, with their leadership. So with that in mind, and because I'm super grateful for all their service, I'd like to recognize our leaders with their Service Star pins for the scouting program. Wyatt and Ellie had one 5-year recipient with 5 kids. My wife, Heather. Yeah, good job, Heather.
Oh, yeah.
And we had one 7-year recipient, Rob Suter.
Let's see, Rob. They want to know who you are. There you go, 7 years. And then these are the 10 plus years, guys. Where's Justin Untersea and Ty Sheeks? Raise your hand. These guys, 11 years of service in the scouting program. All right. And with service longer than any Cub Scout here has been alive, we have Danny Craig and Kyle Martin. Danny, raise your hand. 13 years for Danny. And Kyle, our former Cubmaster, 15 years of service. So thank you, Kyle, for all that service. Yeah, that's like 10 more years than you were old. Thank you, pack leaders. And once again, you're all informed, but Danny and I would like to see it that pack leader. Do you guys know what a den chief is? If you were in the Bears or a former Weeblo girl, you know. So Sara and Bella are den chiefs, and this is an active scout in the older program that comes back to the pack to help. This den chief position is normally a 6-month term, but these two scouts have walked with our pack for a full year. They've already been awarded a Den Chief Service Award with their troop for spending that entire year with us. But we also wanted to thank them for their service. So for walking with the pack for the full year, it's a marathon. We wanted to present you these walking sticks, guys. Thank you again for your service to Pack 946, and continue your steps on the trail to Eagle. Thank you, guys. 946. Let's have one last round of applause for our entire pack and their accomplishment. So thank you, everyone, for your cooperation and participation in tonight's ceremony. Let's thank all the families that brought a small dessert to the pack to celebrate, and for everyone's work in putting this program together. Grab some refreshments on the way out, and for those going to the camp out this weekend, we'll see you there. Have a blessed night and continue those steps to Eagle.